When are you going to give me some sponsors? You're booking shows, making me risk my life for, what, 15%? And you're making me go out there, risk my life when you give me sponsorship, make a lot more money. If you had Preparation H at 7 p.m. in Marlboro, it'd be perfect.
You're instigating, and I'm not going to bite into it.
I'm not instigating, I'm telling you the truth. Either you get me 3 sponsors, I'm going to get you 1. It's called Vaseline.
Robbie's got a couple real hectic weeks. First off is the jump at Mountaineer Racetrack and Casino, the jump called On a Steel Horse I Ride, which is over the Mountaineer starting gates. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Genius decided to call it that. Before Robbie's jump over starting gates in West Virginia, he's going to be flying around the country doing business deals. We're going to Arizona to sit down with a toy manufacturer regarding a merchandising deal. A lot of people know that Robbie's father, Evil, made a lot of money on his toy deal with Mattel. And people talk about having the wind-up Evel Knievel doll and all of this, and Robbie talks about it. And so we see that as an opportunity. It worked once. Why can't it work again?
My dad probably made 20, 30, 40 million off his toys, bicycles, and pinball machines, and probably blew 50, 60 million. You know, I'm getting tired of flying back and forth across this country and driving. You know how much work I actually do driving and flying and promoting and teaching you how to do?
Spare me.
You know
Spare me with the rhetoric.
How much education I give you?
Spare me with the rhetoric.
Huh?
Spare me with your rhetoric.
No, I'm serious. Do you know how much I've taught you in the
You're 2 years older than me.
last year?
I want to show them a lot of video, because I think it's going to be the most compelling way to get their interest. And I don't want to sit there handing paper
What do you mean
around.
get their interest? They know me.
Yeah,
I already have their interest.
Rob, he knows. A lot of people know Robbie Knievel like a while back.
What do you mean a lot of people? We're talking about guys I'm doing business with.
Right.
I'm like family with them.
Right. You can't control Robbie. You can't even hope to contain him.
When are you going to give me some sponsors? You're booking shows, making me risk my life for, what, 15%? And you're making me go out there, risk my life when you give me sponsorship, make a lot more money. If you had Preparation H at 7 p.m. in Marlboro, it'd be perfect.
Don't get me started. You're instigating, and I'm not going to bite into it.
I'm not instigating, I'm telling you the truth. Either you get me 3 sponsors, I'm going to get you 1. It's called Vaseline.
When I go into a business meeting with Robbie, I don't worry about him being a certain way. Robbie is Robbie. He will never change. He has been the same way for a long time. As a matter of fact, I've had to learn how to adapt my style to fit to his style.
There's no way I call Zook a manager. He's an agent. If he was a manager, he could manage my money, my accountants, my secretary, my assistant, my pyro guys, my ramp guys, my crew chief. He could manage all that. He can't manage. He's a booking agent. Listen, just follow me in there, okay?
Don't worry.
I'll tell him you're an old friend from, you know, grade school or something. Me and Zook are gonna go in here and meet with Action Toy Products. I just signed my contract for my chopper company. Things just keep rolling along. The IRS is gonna love me.
When we went to the meeting, both Robbie and I were a little overwhelmed with the number of people that they had compared to just Robbie and I. And, you know, it makes you a little uncomfortable. Does Robbie like surprises? No, Robbie doesn't like surprises.
When I walked in and saw a big table full of people, it was quite a surprise. I had no idea that they were going to try and hammer this all out at the time, and I thought it was going to move a lot slower, but Like I said, I just don't know what happened. What the happened, Zook? Well, what do you guys want from us? I mean, to do...
Your rights, everything. Your likeness, everything.
Government, son.
I know there's opportunities on the agenda. We talk about, you know, from toy lines too. I know growing up with your dad's toys. I played with them, lit on fire, and caused a fire in my dad's garage. I did.
If it doesn't feel right to Robbie, if his gut is telling him it's not right, he won't do it. Regardless of the money and regardless of the opportunity, he has been doing this too long, and he risks his life, and so if the deal doesn't feel right, he doesn't go forward.
You know what, Zook, why don't you give him a little presentation real quick?
Right.
Just short,
Okay.
cut it off. I mean, just, you know, kind of...
So I'm Dan Zucker. I'm Robbie's whipping boy, and I'm also his manager.
Whipping boy. I have a guy that goes around right now. I just came out with Captain Knievel's bikinis. They're selling like crazy at every bike run. They look just like my outfit with the V's going across the white and the full bottoms, not G-strings, but they look good. And the V going down here, the stripes. Yeah, the girls love them.
I have some stuff.
Zook wears one every night.
Robbie asked me to, and he likes it. The interesting thing about Robbie is he's a bit of a chameleon. He can fit into a corporate environment if he needs to because he's had a lot of experience. But typically, no, he's not a corporate person. He's a daredevil, for Christ's sakes. He's a loose cannon.
And when I come out of the closet, I'm on my own show like Ellen DeGeneres. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
Need to laugh a minute, huh?
We're going to Arizona to sit down with a toy manufacturer regarding a merchandising deal.
And when I come out of the closet, I'm on my own show like Ellen DeGeneres. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
That's four gay remarks.
I will tell you this. I think it's more ornery the longer we sit here.
And you don't have an issue if we did some historical stuff with you and your dad? Is your dad under contract with anybody else, or?
Okay. No, me. No.
But you have an issue with that, right? Just to tie the generations together?
No, it's not good because he's old school and redneck, and I'm new school and
Redneck.
different. No, you're Jewish.
So you would have pushback?
Huh?
You'd have put a little bit of pushback on doing something with you and your dad historically?
I never did.
Okay.
I always try to get our relationship together.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's just a redheaded with no red hair. No red hair. You do not want to do business with my dad. He will make you take aspirin 24 hours a day. No, I've tried to put things together with my dad forever. It's just, it's a non-win situation.
Well,
It's not just me, it's the whole family.
And I'm not trying to dredge up any problems. I just look at it from a merchandise side with Dale Sr. and Dale Jr.
Yeah, you're looking at it the wrong way because it's two different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two different people.
Fair enough.
And I mean, it should be, but it's not. And it will never be until he wants it to be, which will probably never be because it hasn't been for 25 years.
Zook sucked weenie, didn't I?
Zook's presentation was wonderful. It didn't last long, but he threw it around the table.
So I'm Dan Zucker. I'm Robbie's whipping boy. And the best part was the very end, right when it was over.
It's kind of like when he has sex. It's like throwing a hot dog down the freeway.
The best part of my presentation was the very end, right when it ended, and we said, I'm done. That was the best part. That's when they were most engaged, right when I walked away. I thought the first meeting was okay, but frankly, you know, it's a NASCAR company. They're deeply embedded with NASCAR, and Robbie is not a NASCAR driver. And I don't know if for them to get involved with Robbie would be outside of their core competency and things that they've normally done, so I don't know whether they're going to do it or not. Robbie's on his way to L.A. because he's going to read for a part in a movie. He's got to be at the top of his game when he does that. Robbie's reading for part in the remake of The Dukes of Hazzard.
Hi, good morning. I'm Daisy. I'm Boss Hogg's ex-wife and Robbie's new girlfriend, Eve Brenner. And thanks for coming by and waking us up. I didn't mean to get dressed up, but here we go.
Dan Haggerty, world-famous actor who played Grizzly Adams, is giving Robbie tips for his audition.
But, I mean, you know, listen. I'm going to do a f***ing audition. They're going to just kind of see how I take direction. They're going to ask me to say it different.
All right, well, when you do,
that's all.
like, if you...
I'll be okay.
You'll be fine, but if you look at this, you know, like, if you don't have to look at this, like, just get the gist of it, you know, like,
Right.
like, I mean, here, just look at it, and then I'm not going to let you look at it. You just do it,
Yeah, but I'm
okay?
going to tell them I didn't even look at it. Basically.
They don't know that, yeah, okay.
You know, they want to get me on camera to show the director. And when I had my lines and chips
Yeah, you did
down
very well,
so
I saw that.
That's why they were calling me One Take Shake. Now my name's Jake. So maybe
Now you're Brenner.
Now my brain's deader, but I'll be 3 Take Jake.
I'm gonna go audition for The Dukes of Hazzard, a series I used to watch all the time. I've acted before. I had my big major role on Chips back in 1982 when it was prime time Sunday night. I'm still getting residuals for $4.65, I think.
Don't worry about me. After my aeronautic super stunt next week, I'm gonna kick back in style.
I just did my little reading for Dukes of Hazzard supporting role as the professional NASCAR driver. So I'm gonna hear from them in a few days, and I'll start filming in a week. They send it to the director, which they're already started the film. And it's a good role for me. I think it'll be great.
Well, you know, Robbie's sort of a non-actor, so, you know, you have to work with non-actors a little more sometimes. But, yeah, pretty usual audition, yeah. I don't think he's used to the audition process, so he was a little, you know, like, he's like, I can do better. You know, it's like, it's not about the lines. He did good.
So Robbie read for part in the remake of Dukes of Hazzard. He did not get the part, but frankly, he's not disappointed because it would have taken him out from on the road and in LA for a number of weeks. So while in LA, Rob's going to stop by and see his friend John Paul, CEO and president of Paul Mitchell Hair Care Systems. John Paul and Robbie met at a motorcycle event, a motorcycle rally, and they hit it off.
Hi, come on into my home. This is our West Coast holiday home. Well, I'm excited about having Robbie come over today. One, I always like to see Robbie, but two, we could talk a little bit about business. He's now going into the business world, and he's doing it in a very happy way and wants to do it right. So I believe we could exchange some pretty good ideas on how to do that, and how to talk to people, how to address them, how to get your point across, and how to market yourself along with your product.
From what I know about John Paul, he and Robbie are really good friends, and they trust each other a lot. And, you know, clearly the guy's a very successful businessman, and I know Robbie respects his opinion.
Robbie? Is Robbie Knievel in there? Hey, Robbie, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, pal? Hey, man. How you doing?
This is a moose. I didn't think you had something this big.
Yeah, I knew I could
But
get
you
up
made
here.
it up here, though. Robbie, today, what we're going to do is a little later on, we're going to take you to Melissa Jacquois Salon. She's one of our top artists, like in the world, for hairstyles. And then from there over to Von Dutch, just to give you another look. Now, I was asked before, and I wanted to cover that with you. Is it important for Robbie to have one look for his regular, everyday type of appeal, and another look when he goes into business meetings? So my answer was no.
Years ago, I mean, for years, it was Evil Son. Robbie Knievel. When I lived here in the mid-'80s, Evil Son, who gives a who cares who jumps 14 buses or whatever anymore? But being Robbie Knievel, I always just wanted to be me, just how I am. A modern gypsy that traveled all my life, met a lot of people, loved people, and didn't think life was worth living unless I loved people. And that's like you, and that's why I look up to you and like you so much, because you are just a down-to-earth. You know, you got like a couple more dollars than I do, but you're just a down-to-earth guy, and you treat everybody the same. I like being dressed up. I like looking good. But I still like being me. So you as Paul Mitchell, and you maybe knowing some clothing people and some hairstylists.
Just check it
If they want to highlight my blonde hair and spike it up a little, or make me look good, or whatever, I'm all up for it, because I love that. But I might walk off the street and walk back to that beach and go, I want to put my head wrap back on and just be Robbie Knievel, because I don't give a
All right, my friends. Well, let's see about getting you a makeover. What do you say?
That's why I'm having some apple juice.
All right, we'll give you a double apple juice. Come on, Robbie. All right, my friend.
Vidal Sassoon?
We're going to take you in there. They're closed, but they're going to open up for you. They're normally closed on Mondays. What I'm going to do, so my dear friend doesn't feel nervous, I'm going to leave him here in your hands.
Okay.
I couldn't think of better hands to leave him in, okay? You bet. Well, no, Robbie, you're at the best, okay? You got the world's #1 daring devil
She knows
here.
what we're doing, right?
Yeah, it's daring enough. We're just going to give him a little different way to style this hair, maybe. Well, she'll tell you. She'll look at you and
maybe some blonde highlight. I don't care. I'm ready for anything.
Have a seat. Here's your new home for a little while.
All right, let's talk.
All right.
Do you have any of that?
This phrase?
Just all we need is the brown stuff to fill in the where I'm going bald back here.
You know, we haven't started making that yet.
It bounced off the pavement a lot of times right there.
Oh.
Hit my head. You know, my hair's just, it hasn't been cut in probably a month.
Let me ask you this.
I never dye it. I've never dyed it. I don't dye my beard. I just don't care. I'm just me.
What do you love about your hair?
What do I love about my hair? Nothing. Nothing.
There's gotta be one thing.
I'm having a bad hair day every day.
For your life?
Whatever you want to try, you can try, but do not, whatever you do not cut this off, because I always hung out my helmet all my life, and I've cut it short before, and I don't want it short.
Got it. So you want to see hair right here?
I want to keep the length, though.
Okay. All
I
want to
trust
do...
you, because John Paul says you're his best. He handpicked you.
Okay.
It's an interesting connection between John Paul Mitchell Systems and Robbie Knievel. First of all, he's our friend, and he's truly part of the American spirit. He's not for killing anybody. The only life he ever risks is his own life, and we respect that in people, and hairdressers respect that in people. Robbie's style is on the edge, but not hurting anybody else, and that's a fabulous style to be in.
I think I could just sit here all day.
It's nice, huh?
As long as they throw in my head, it's perfect.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Before we cut your hair and get it all nice, I want to take you back to the other massage room and let her do that little waxing we talked about right up here. And then we'll come back, and then we'll cut your hair and do a little bit more massage right in through here.
What are you going to do to me now? I think I could just sit here all day.
It's nice, huh?
As long as they throw in my head, it's perfect.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Before we cut your hair and get it all nice, I want to take you back to the other massage room and let her do that little waxing we talked about right up here. And then we'll come back, and then we'll cut your hair and do a little bit more massage right in through here.
What are you going to do to me now? Jeez, could you stick me with some needles? Something painful? You think you're pretty quick, don't you? It still hurts. Chingao.
How's it going?
Okay, don't take the hairs off my ass. I need those.
Melissa? My mom would love this.
So yeah, we colored his hair, put a little bit on the eyebrows and the goatee, waxed him, got the back nice and clean, and gave him a little massage, made him feel good inside as well as out, and he was good to go.
The waxing of the back I've never done, you know. I've never had any complaints about it. I've never had any complaints about my hair or baldness. It's not ever made me not get a date. And, you know, but to try something different, it feels good, actually. It feels a little different to feel different. Oh, John Paul's got me going to a place called Von Dutch's motorcycle place with even a real chopper.
Hey, Robbie. How you doing, man?
How
I'm
you
Chris,
doing, Chris?
the marketing director for
How
Von
you
Dutch
doing?
Original. Well, John Paul told me you could use a little bit of a style makeover, so we brought you down to the hottest spot in Los Angeles today.
Yeah,
to see
I kind of like this.
I don't know about the pink flowers for you. That just doesn't seem to be your style. I think you're a little bit more rock and roll than that. So what you're looking at is the Von Dutch trucker hat.
No, I hate truckers.
Yeah, you're not.
No, I like truckers.
Got a pretty straightforward with a little bit of.
Okay, on this.
Got these ones that are a bit cut up.
Chris, I'll be honest with you.
Not your style.
These ones are used.
You pay good money to get used jeans these days.
Oh, come on, these are way too baggy.
But you should wear them a little low. It's hot. If you wear them a little lower, you know.
Yeah, what do you want to see, the crack of my ass?
Maybe.
Huh? I'll show you that later.
Okay.
No, this just isn't me, you know? I'm old school. I'm like...
Try them on. Go try them on. I really think that we should get you in a room and try some of the stuff on.
She wants to get you in a room.
I do.
Oh, you got a couple minutes?
Well, you know, how much time do you have?
2 minutes.
Come on. We'll totally get around this house.
It's a good look for you, Robbie.
Excuse us. Excuse us.
Oh, my
All right.
God.
All right, stand on the stool. Stand on the stool. These jeans just aren't me. You got any...
Oh, Lord.
I haven't broken that one yet.
We have rules about that in our dressing rooms.
I'm just...
So you didn't even try them on?
No, I need jeans that are tighter.
Tighter?
Yeah, like hers. See, would you wear those? You go put them on.
Of course I would.
Go put them on.
We could get you some girls' jeans if you like
I'll
them.
get you a job. Get you a job.
You need some new jeans, though. Yours are a little 80s.
Hey, you know what? I don't care. They're comfortable. I like them. It's just me.
Yeah, but change is good.
No, not if you're not comfortable. What if you jump a bike and ride motorcycles? You want stuff that fits.
Those don't get too tight, though, sometimes?
No. And when I my pants, I know it. There's a lump in there. If I wore a pair of those jeans in my pants, I'd never even know it.
You wouldn't know.
So I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna get one of these, whether they give them to me or not, and wear them on TV because they're very cool. And they have some really nice stuff in here, but you know, everybody's changing in ways, and I don't want to change, and I just like the way I am, and I'm staying that way.
Missy will take care of you.
Just put $500 on there for leather jacket.
Okay.
All right. My phone number.
You want me to give you my phone number?
Yeah. Put $500 on there for leather jacket.
Okay.
All right. My phone number.
You want me to give you my phone number?
Yeah.
No.
Just
No? Just so I can call you, like, you know, make sure your number's right. I don't necessarily like the kids walking around in pants that hang down over the crack of their ass these days, you know?
I think Rob's always open to change, but what happens is after a short amount of time, he likes it better the way it was. You know, you look at the guy. He's doing the same. How many people can say they're doing the same thing that they did when they were 8 years old?
Not saying they don't have great stuff here. It's just not me. This is me. This is what I like. This is as far as I go, and I just want to get this started, man. Where's the key? Let's see, where's the brake? Where's the gas? Where's the clutch? Where's the shifter? Where's the air in the tires? This is nice. This is very nice. This is a chopper. Cool.
This week has been one cluster. Robbie's up to his neck in business deals. Right now, he's in Jersey, meeting with a few guys regarding a Knievel's custom chopper shop. Robbie's not going to be jumping forever, so a custom bike shop is the perfect thing for him to do when he retires.
What I did is sign a deal with a couple partners for Knievel's custom cycles.
So the idea started coming together, and what happened is after about 2 weeks, Robbie and I came up with an agreement and decided we were going to start Knievel Custom Cycles. From that day on, everything's been rolling, and everything's been growing very well, and we have a lot of high hopes for the company, and I'm very confident that, you know, let's face it, the Knievel name is the largest name on two wheels, second biggest name in sports. How could the Knievels not be in the bike building business and all these other people are? And these wheels are on there.
I can't wait to see this thing done.
With the gold?
Yeah, it's 24 karat gold. That's real gold.
Huh?
It's 24 karat gold.
Real gold.
The bike. This bike will be the start of Knievel's Custom Cycles. And Knievel's Custom Cycles, I think, is going to make good merchandise, good money with the Snake and Cannon promotion. But we don't know yet until we get the bike out there. Let's see what the response is.
Following Robbie's meetings regarding the custom chopper shop, he met his crew on the road and headed to West Virginia, which is where I'll be, and meeting them in a few days. If he's not out on the open road, he's not happy. He's not a suit and tie guy. He's not a boardroom meeting guy.
I'm a little gypsy, I'm a little rebel, and I'm a little spiritual. Does God play a big role in my life? I hope he plays a big role in my death.
I think he's more like Wyatt Earp. He's a rebel. He ain't afraid of nothing.
Well, I'm going to be at the Mountaineer Horse Race Track and Casino. I'm going to jump 2 starting gates.
Everything's going perfect today. I mean, these guys have given us three times many guys I need. This is perfect. This is perfect. We're not gonna need any hay, are we?
No.
No. Okay.
No?
You're talking about maybe putting some on the trees or
Hay's
something down.
for horses.
Okay, bud. Hey, you're the man. Whatever you say works with me.
I'm gonna go take a Harley ride around West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania. They're all within a couple miles, so I just want to ride around, see some of the countryside, get my head clear.
I went on a bike run, and I slammed into the back of a car because I was talking to the guy next to me on his bike and wasn't paying attention. It was stop and go 40 miles an hour. Ended up with a big hole in my head.
Here's my livelihood with a cracked head and his brain seeping out of his head, and he doesn't remember as it is. Now with a cracked head and, you know, less brain matter, I'm sure he's going to remember nothing. The first time I saw Robbie after the crash was when we had a chance to meet with the PR person in the restaurant to go over press for the jump.
Hey, you little what are you doing?
Nice. Look at that face. All right, I'll give you back to her. So I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, Robbie walks in, but he looks like Frankenstein because he's got, like, you know, his head is all cockamamie, you know, and he's bleeding or whatever. And I'm just staring at him, and she's thinking to herself, so this is the guy that's going to jump over the starting gates. And all I could see to herself is she was unwinding, going, I can't believe we actually did this kind of a deal. Let me see.
Oh, it's great. Doctor did a great job. I don't even have a dent. It's at least a half-inch deep. I got in a fight with a guy about your size, and he just went...
Let me see how it looks. It doesn't
went like
look
that.
as bad as I thought.
No, it looked real ugly when it wasn't sewed up.
Uh-huh.
But he's put 2 stitches inside and these on the outside. But when you saw it, it was like somebody took a handlebar and just went like that, right?
It healed up pretty good, huh?
About a half-inch deep, everybody said. I mean, I saw it. It was ugly, man. He had the nice zoom lens, digital.
You have eight stitches? 8 stitches, Rob?
Yeah.
And 3 inside the 8 stitches?
No, 10 stitches, 2 inside.
Inside where?
Inside here. Because that was a half-inch deep, and it was like that big around.
So you have two
It looked
stitches
like somebody took an end of it, beer bottle, and stuck it right in my forehead.
Is that what happened?
No, I hit a car, and them guys said I hit the pavement, but man, I think I caught my head on a mirror or something.
That morning we had an interview with a local television station, and my concern was that the reporter was going to spend time asking about the injury and not focused on the jump.
Looks like, what's her name?
I'm tired.
Yeah, what am I doing, Zook?
He's about to go on a popular morning show in Pittsburgh.
Oh, this ain't Letterman? Just another TV show. Where's the bar?
No bar. Sorry.
8:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Bloody Mary, yeah, perfect. What's the name of the casino I'm jumping at?
All right, welcome back. Captain Robbie Knievel's keeping his family name the most famous one around when it comes to making daredevil jumps like this one. I've got to ask you about your injury.
Yeah, I was in rush hour the other day with a group of Harley riders and came to Pittsburgh to check it out because I haven't been here in a long time. And we were leaving, and traffic was bumper to bumper and off and on, and I hit a car about 40 miles an hour, just looked off for a second. That's how quick it can happen. Put a huge hole in my head, my brain. You can see part of my brain, I think, what's left of them.
We were looking for you to jump something really big live here on our show this
Well,
morning.
that'd be you.
The fastest thing we could come up with was the belly. You're right. You're right.
My sister has 5 kids, too. I don't know what you guys are doing. You got to figure out how to quit having those.
One of the refreshing things about Robbie is he says what comes to his mind and what is in his heart.
I got her pregnant.
All right, we're not getting that.
Doesn't matter what polish you put on him or what you tell him to say. He's his own man, and he does whatever he wants. You know, so Robbie hasn't healed up, and his vision's not 100%. But after the PR tour, he and the crew are going to go out and shoot muskets with a West Virginia hillbilly.
How you doing, Monty?
Very good, Rob.
What's going on?
You know, we have a jump in a couple days, and he's, at this point, not even thinking about it.
Just hop back one time.
Jesus.
Initially, it sort of was a little disturbing, but Robbie's the guy who jumps the bike, so it's his call as to what he wants to do.
I'm just, you know, I banged my head the other day on the Harley, hit a car. And I can't see straight. And I got to jump Thursday.
So he's acting as if it never happened. And frankly, I find it both amazing and disturbing at the same time. Robbie's gone into seclusion the morning of the jump, which means the crew can't make any decisions or prepare the performance area for the jump. And that's made everybody anxious.
Robbie needs a little bit of time to himself to get focused, and nobody knows when that time's going to be. He doesn't even know.
A little bit like Howard Hughes, a recluse who's locked himself in the room. Robbie's gone into seclusion the morning of the jump, which means the crew can't make any decisions or prepare the performance area for the jump. And that's made everybody anxious. This week has been a nightmare.
He's got a lot of things on his mind. Like everybody else is here to party. You know, they work on the ramps, but, you know, it's a party deal. But, you know, when you're a stunt person, then you got to get focused. And Robbie needs a little bit of time to himself to get focused. And nobody knows when that time's going to be. He doesn't even know.
A little bit like Howard Hughes, a recluse who's locked himself in the room.
I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's out riding his bike or out jogging or in the weight room getting in shape. I think he's working out right now. So I'm just waiting for him to get out of the sauna and we'll get going.
Robbie right now is under a lot of pressure, and it's affecting him. Robbie tends to sequester himself after he goes on a bender, and this week is no different.
When we came out here, the information we got about the starting gates that he's going to jump over, they said they were like 10 feet high. Now they're like 12.6. So that's another problem. We have to take that in consideration when we set his takeoff ramp. I mean, he jumps off a 10-foot high takeoff ramp. So we got to make sure his apex is going to be like 22 feet in the air. But when he first comes off, I'm kind of concerned about the height of the starting gates.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, that's kind of high.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, them are high. We even pulled him in here. If he started coming down out of his apex, he'd liable to catch that thing.
It's kind of hairy, ain't it?
Huh? It really is. I mean, it's almost like...
I'd do it, though.
Huh?
I'd do it.
You would?
Yeah. And I'm just like an insurance policy for him. He can ask me questions and I'll have the answers, but when it comes time to do it, it's all up to him. But I'm just saying, DK should be here looking at this, and he can have his visual, and they can, you know, plan it in his head. I mean, we're trying to guess what he wants.
Robbie's going to do a bunch of test runs this afternoon, and I just hope that's enough to make sure that he's comfortable with the performance area.
made was 71. That was right on. Anything above 5,500 puts us at the largest crowd of all time at this place. My guess is we're going to be at 10,000. I think there's going to be way more people here than they expect.
Jumping's the American way.
Jumping's the American way.
We love you, Captain Knievel!
Everybody say his dad was going to jump. I didn't know his son was going to jump.
We love you, Captain. Good luck tonight.
No,
love you, Captain.
He's going to make it.
He's going to make it. You're sure.
What?
You show everybody's picture.
But do me a favor. You make me a copy of that. Oh, you. Oh, come on.
We love you, Captain. We love you, United States. Rockin' America. And good luck tonight, bro.
Think we'll have 10,000? I don't know. It's so damn hard to judge.
His eyes still pretty swollen up and whatnot, you know, and I don't think he can see that well, and I hope he can land right, you know.
Where's the helicopters coming from? They always show up. If that's flight for life, that'd be kind of nice, but I'm not going to need them.
We always have ambulances at the jump. Today, we happen to have a life flight helicopter because we're 60 miles from the closest major hospital.
Wow, there's people as far as I can see up.
The big, warm West Virginia welcome for the world's greatest daredevil, Captain Robbie Knievel!
Hope to see you next year. They weren't doing ambulance or fire engine truck record. Take it easy.